he left and settled in the valley of Is, on the road from Mecca to Sham. When the Muslims who were imprisoned in Mecca and the ones hiding their faith heard about this, they began to escape one by one and gathered around Abu Basir. And the first of them was Abu Jandal. Remember him? He was the son of Suhail ibn Amr. After the Treaty of Hudaybiyah was signed, he had come to the Messenger of Allah but had to be given back to the Mushrikun. And now he had found a way to escape once again. And when he learned about Abu Basir's location, he went to join him. In a short time, their numbers reached 70. And when others from nearby tribes joined them, they reached 300. In this way, Abu Basir had gathered a powerful force around him. The Quraysh used to imprison and torture them in their own lands. But now, Abu Basir and his men were determined to make the Mushrikun regret their decision. For the Quraysh, the trade caravans they sent to Sham were extremely important. And the camp of Abu Basir and his men was exactly on that road. They began to cut off the trade route and raid Quraysh's caravans. With their attacks, they started to weaken the idolaters. The Quraysh had brought this trouble on themselves with their own hands. They had reached a point where they could no longer handle Abu Basir's men. If they had not put that condition that said, "You will send back any man who comes to you from us" in the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, such a group would never have formed. Here, the first fruits of the agreement, which seemed to be completely against the Muslims, were starting to be gained. As for the people in Medina, no one wanted to return to Mecca. Since the treaty was signed, there had been no conflict between them and Mecca. Things were quiet for a while, but the Quraysh was not the only enemy. The Jews also posed a great danger. After they were driven out of Medina, they gathered in Khaybar. If you recall, they had rallied the Arab tribes, marched them on Medina, and caused the Battle of the Trench. The Jews were encouraging each other to attack Medina and giving speeches to motivate one another. The Messenger of Allah received news of some activity in Khaybar, so he sent some of his companions to gather information. The Jews were preparing for war. Each day, Khaybar was becoming a threat that would soon be too difficult to handle. This danger had to be ended once and for all. If the Quraysh were still a threat to the Muslims, this situation would be much more difficult to deal with. And so, through his incredible plan, Allah had shown that dream to his messenger and directed him to Umrah. And in the end, the Treaty of Hudaybiyah was signed. And that reduced the number of enemies from 2 to 1. The Muslims could now march on Khaybar. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ decided to set out and ordered his companions to prepare immediately. The Muslim army gathered at once. Their numbers reached 1,600, including 200 horsemen. These were only the ones setting out from Medina with the Prophet ﷺ.